I would say 95% improvement in this leg. This leg, since I had surgery, I haven't felt anything. This leg has been perfect.
Okay, hey guys, Dr. Anderson here. I'm here with Jean, and if you're new to YouTube, be aware that we are able to help people with restless legs, and that's what we did for Jean. Mm-hmm. She came all the way from North Carolina, and I think she's happy she came. Most people are very happy they came. She had really big response to the procedure we do, and I always forget to talk about it real quick, but I need to mention it because I forget that a lot of you maybe have seen me before, but we open up nerve tunnels in the legs that we feel are the main culprit when you get restless legs. And by getting rid of the pressure on the nerves, we're able to reverse restless legs. And so Jean had a really awesome response. So she's been here not quite 2 weeks, I guess about 12 days or so. Mm-hmm. She'll be flying back to North Carolina tonight. Mm-hmm. And so I guess just talk a little bit about the experience, maybe your story about how you found out about us, mm-hmm. and how long you've been suffering, and then how you responded to this.
Okay.
Yep.
I've had restless leg syndrome since I was probably about 16 years old, and it's gotten just worse over time. When they came out with Requip and Mirapex, I started taking those kinds of drugs to help. And I needed more and more of the medication, and then that can cause symptoms that make your restless leg syndrome worse. So I was at that point, and I was at my wit's end. I just had been to neurologists and all kinds of people to try to find a way to have relief, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. One day I looked up on YouTube, like, what's new in restless leg, and up popped Dr. Anderson. And I just went down this rabbit hole of watching all of his videos and, learning about some of the papers that he's published and people that he's worked with. And I decided to make an appointment, and we video chatted. He said I was a great candidate. I came out, and immediately after the first leg, I noticed a big difference. I had a tiny bit of restless leg syndrome up here still. But that is really so much better. I've had, I would say, 95% improvement in this leg. This leg, since I had surgery, I haven't felt anything. This leg has been perfect. Right. So I am so glad I had it. I wish that I would have done it before I ever, got on the medications. Right. So it's definitely worth it. Both sides have responded. Great.
I might add, she's a nurse, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm always honored when nurses or doctors come in.
Yeah.
Because they scrutinize more, and I want people, really important to me that when you're doing this, that you really understand about it and why it can work for you. And so, and she's kind of Jean's reminding me, if you haven't read the book, A Perfect Night's Sleep, it's not a bad thing to do, because it helps you understand how I was fortunate enough, blessed enough in my life in my pathway to learn about people and get counsel and help from my people. So I'm here. That's how I got here. It wasn't on my own. So, but the other thing I want to mention about Jean, because this is something we just talked about before the video. Before today, when she came in after her first leg, I was sensing that she's still having a fair amount of symptoms above the knee. And sometimes when I do procedures, if people have a lot of symptoms above the knee, let's say they have some above and quite a bit below, sometimes the symptoms above the knee don't get better. And I'm very interested and excited to tell you that her symptoms above the knee mm-hmm. also are getting better.
Yeah.
So, because realistically, for some of my patients, they may be 80 or 90% better below the knee, and maybe it's like 50 or 60 above. But in her case, it sounds like it's even better. So I'm excited about that. So, because most people have symptoms mainly from knee down, very little from knee up. But she's encouraged me a little bit because it's helping above the knee too. So
great experience. I'm glad I found you.
All right. Well, thank you. Anything else you want to say? You've been great to work with.
Check back with me in 3 months after I get all the way off my Requip.
All right. That's another journey.
That's another journey, but I'm confident that I'll make it there.
But by the way, it's getting off the medication. We actually have a video that she can watch and some information outlining how to go about doing that. So, okay. Anything else? I guess that's it.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Appreciate it so much. been great to work
Yeah,
with.
you have too. Thank you.
Okay, and I guess that's it. Any more information you'd like to learn about us, just make sure you put some comments in there. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can learn more about how you too might be able to benefit like Gene has. So thank you for watching.